Hope you had a wonderful weekend out there. Some pretty decent weather. We had some flurries and some light snow on Saturday, but it was a terrific end of the weekend yesterday. Sunshine, temperatures back around 40, and then today, how about 40 to 45? But it's short-lived warmer air. The cold set to come back in behind this clipper that's bringing a few light rain and snow showers across the northeast right now. Kicking up the wind behind this system. See all that wind blowing across the Great Lakes. We've got some lake effect snow in those parts. So as the temperatures drop in and of themselves and then we get that wind, we obviously have the return of the wind chill. Maybe not as bad as it was at times last week, but you know, I'm not a huge fan of this. Temperatures around freezing tomorrow and wind chills will be in the 20s. And then as we head into Wednesday here, temperatures in the 20s and wind chills down into the teens. So it's going to be very cold. And again, that clipper kind of yanks that cold air down with it. We have a pretty tight pressure gradient, weak high pressure, weak low pressure. So maybe not as windy at times as last week. A little bit, I'll call it breezy. My cutoff generally when you're talking winds, 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusts, 25 miles per hour. That's breezy. I'll save the windy weather for anything that gets over 40 miles per hour. Not to say we couldn't see a gust here and there in the 30s over the next couple of days, but for the most part, it's not as windy as last week. As we look ahead to Thursday, going to be a cloudy day because we have another weak little clipper system nudging into the northeast here. Wouldn't be surprised to see some snowflakes making it here to southern New England, but for the most part, this is not putting down any accumulating snow. So another weak storm system. Then we do have a pretty nice little front coming in here on Saturday. A lot of warmer air comes up ahead of that, so we should probably be back to around 40 degrees by the end of the week. But unfortunately, that's going to coincide with some wet weather as we head into your Saturday. Behind that front, we're talking about some bitterly cold air, probably even colder than what we had last week. And that's our friend, the polar vortex up there again. It's a pretty strong vortex right now, bottling that air up, but you're starting to see these little chunks of frigid air begin to break off as that jet stream becomes a little bit more wavy with this active pattern that we have. And eventually, that's where you start to actually get in on the polar vortex behind that clipper system, then you have a cold front, and now you're talking about the real frigid air coming in for next week. Could be the coldest air that we felt the end of last year and this year. Obviously, it's only a couple of weeks, but the winter season so far, temperatures could be as low in the mornings and the overnights as 0 degrees. It is going to be frigid. Daytime temperatures may struggle to even remain above the 20-degree mark. You can see on the graph here, we kind of put it in perspective. We're looking at, maybe 10 to 15 degrees below average here. Bottoming out of this map is not a good thing during the winter months. So frigid air, again, in the forecast, in the long-range forecast. Perhaps some snow goes along with that. I mean, when you have so much cold air, all it takes is one storm and you're not going to have any mixing issues. It's going to be an all-snow event. 24 tonight. Again, quick shot, a little rain or snow shower this evening, then the clouds will decrease. The wind will start picking up tomorrow, west at 10 to 20, 34 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Same goes for Wednesday. Thursday, the wind lessens up a bit, but still only hanging around freezing. We'll have that clipper coming in, so mostly cloudy skies by the afternoon. Friday, lots of sunshine, a high of 38. Again, a little bit warmer, but Saturday, here comes the rain, and then we go back in the opposite direction, 38 on Sunday, 30 for Martin Luther King Day, and we are watching for our potential next chance of snow.